today we're talking about core values. Today's core value is feel good versus the anti-value of good enough. So first question, what is feel good? So feel good is just not some airy-fairy kind of word. Feel good to me is actually on the path of mastery. Feel good is the journey of greatness, and feel good is really striving for something amazing. For me, when you're doing something that you're awesome at, when you're honing your craft, when you're on the path of mastery, you just vibrate with energy, and that feels good. And to me, that's really what you're seeking. I also see feel good as your compass, and it points you in the right direction to make sure that you're staying on the path, that you're staying true to your personal values, and at the same time that you are delivering something of service to the world. So it's not just about you achieving your own personal goals, but it's about being really somebody who's seeking abundance for the world and offering something of great value to everyone else. So that really is what feel good is to me. Now, the best way to understand something what it is to see what it is not, and that way you can kind of contrast and compare. So the opposite of feel good is good enough. And we use a little tool here to kind of illustrate the difference between the 2 points. So the enemy of great is good enough. And it's often you think, well, the opposite of feeling good is feeling bad. That seems like a logical assumption. But in reality, that's incorrect. Feel good, the path of mastery, harmony, is the opposite of that is not discourse. So this right here is a guitar tuner. So if you strum a guitar or any sort of instrument, and it'll tell you how far you are off of tune. And so the opposite of feel good. So feel good is being right in tune. That's in harmony. That's in line. The opposite of that is not being completely far off on either direction. It's actually being 1 degree off of perfect harmony and settling for that. That is the enemy of great, is good enough. Saying in your business or in your personal life, well, I tried and I'll settle for what I have right here, as opposed to aspiring to greatness, as opposed to persevering through the struggles that is what it takes to be successful, and basically giving up or settling for good enough. And so that's the enemy of great, and that really is the opposite of the anti-value of what feel good is. So another thing you want to think about here is red flag systems. This is something that we use in our business at PC275. We have what's called a good enough alert. So good enough alert is whenever one of our team members, one of our clients, customers, or one of our executive team notice that something is not perfect. A system is struggling, there's a break. It could be a small thing like there's typos in emails that are correspondence being sent out, or it could be a larger break like the quality of photography wasn't where it was needed to be, or even worse, there was a licensing error on documents that potentially exposed our client to liability. So whenever anything is discovered, we shine the light of truth on that. So we call it a good enough alert, or GEA, and we directly confront that issue. No blame. The key to this is no blame. So we don't look at this like you screwed up. We look at this like, okay, there's an error in our system, there's a break in our policy, or perhaps we're missing policy that can address this issue. And then we tackle that issue together as a team and find the best way to solve that problem, because individually we're smart, but collectively we're a genius. So it's really important that you have a system like that. And that's really how you can build balance and harmony in your own system, in your own business. That's how you can take the core value, feel good, the path of mastery, and apply that to your business. Is one, you need to have red flag systems, whether that's your friends, whether that's your spouse, your loved ones, whether that's other teammates in your own business. You can reach out to each other and you can have them hold you accountable, and when you notice mistakes or errors, you shine the light of truth on them. You don't shy away from them, because the only way you get better is by looking at the mistakes and learning from them. Failures is a learning opportunity. It's not a loss, it's a chance to get better. So look at that and have that in your personal business. Another thing you want to do is balance and harmony. Obviously, with feel good and with any success in life, you need to have a careful balance of work and life. I often talk about balancing professional life and personal life. A true professional separates the two. They say, these are my hours of operation that I work my business, my craft, and these are the hours that I spend in my personal life. And it's very, very important that you separate those two. Now, it doesn't mean that you might have them intermixing. You might do 3 hours work and then 2 hours family, then 3 hours work again. That's fine. But you need to separate those hours. And what I mean by that is, don't be the typical Pop-Tart agent that gets a phone call at 2 o'clock in the afternoon saying, oh, I really want to see this house tonight at 6 p.m. and you have dinner plans with your spouse, and instead you blow off your family to go chase an opportunity or chase a commission. What often happens, the universe is a tough love universe, and what it often will do is you will lose that client, you will lose that opportunity, and you damage your relationships. You don't get paid and you don't really learn anything. It's much, much better that you respect yourself, your time, your personal life, life, and that you say to that potential opportunity, listen, I'd love to get you in tonight at 6 o'clock, but I already have an appointment booked. These are my available hours. Let me know it works. If that's a true lead, that's a legitimate opportunity, they're going to work with your schedule, because that's, people respect professionals. If that person has no respect for your time, if they are a Pop-Tart, if they are a looky-loo, if they are a neighbor who wants just to see the property, they won't respect your time and they'll demand you work on their schedule. So it's all about you respecting yourself first and finding balance within your own life. That's really how you can achieve a feel-good energy within your business. And at the same time, focus on always improving, always looking at mistakes as learning opportunities, and never shying away. Never point blame, just look at opportunities to improve. So if you can do those things, you can seek out balance in work life, and you can find ways to improve upon mistakes and failures. You're going to find that you are on the path of mastery, and you're going to feel pretty good.